Red Dead Redemption 2 is arguably shaping up to be one of the best games of the generation. It's a game with immense and impressive details and secrets that probably will take years to figure out if they're ever found out. I think it goes without saying how well crafted and awarded Rockstar's latest non-remake game is. However, RDR2 has a dark and ugly side to it that in my opinion is solely Rockstar's fault. And moving forward for the rest of this video, I want it to be known I am an avid PC player. I try to play at least once a week, and I am somebody who has yet to switch over to the Red MRP servers, but that might be changing soon. This is just a video I'm making this video just to say, hey, Rockstar, I want you to step it up and be better. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 Online was originally released on beta on the consoles, because it didn't come to PC right away. And it's slowly become a common practice to have the online be in betas. But at the time, it was something that drew a lot of theories. And I remember one theory that took hold, and I don't know if it's true or not, is that Rockstar knew how microtransaction heavy the online would be, so they waited until most people were done their reviews before bringing in the online and its features that would and could have affected the score with how awful the microtransactions are in the online. But there were some positive changes that came with the beta, like some good balancing. They brought in some balancing issues. There's some quality of life fixes that smoothed out a lot of issues that people were having at the time. And then once PC came out, they had to do that all over again. To say it nicely, as somebody who does play RDRO, Red Dead Redemption Online, frequently, it's a hot mess. The economy almost makes New World look normal. The downright unfair prices for things that far outshine the single player turn what could be a fun world to just go and be a cowboy into an intense grind for gold and money just to keep up with other players. And yes, I know things have to be a different price from the single player, but if you've played the online, you know how unfair those prices actually are. You need to keep up with other players too, because guns aren't just cosmetic. They have different stats, they have different power rates, they have different all kinds of things. The roles or jobs, depending what you call them, are a grindy mess, especially the bounty hunter, that unless you're willing to put in some serious time into the online, quickly become unfun. Is that a word? Unfun? Not as fun. Don't get me started on the daily login rewards. It's probably one of the worst parts of the game as well, in my opinion. Instead of a new bonus every day that, like ESO, if you miss a day, oh well. This has a multiplier for gold that builds up every day at a 0.5% multiplier. So if you miss one day, it resets the multiplier. And that's the only decent way for new or mid players, even seasoned players, who haven't dove into roles to make some gold. I think the entire time I've played since it's released on PC, I've done the full 30-day multiplier 2 or 3 times. I know I've done it at least once because I have the belt buckle for it. But I have a life and other games to play and other games with dailies to do. Add to the fact that the game also in 2021/2022 has no crossplay, when it's almost a negative to not have crossplay in this day and age. Gosh dang it, even Back 4 Blood, a game that I have reviewed and talked about several times, even in my last video of my year end, has crossplay. You can't not have crossplay in this day and age. It seems crazy not to have crossplay. However, I think the one thing that has killed, kills, and will continue to hinder the vanilla Red Dead Online is the constant and pervasive lack of updates. In 2.5, almost 3 years, GTA Online saw 21 plus major updates, while Red Dead saw under 10. And GTA at the time of writing this, or reading this I should say, just released the Franklin DLC as well. However, Red Dead Online's Blood Money DLC, the last major story pack released, was back in July of 2021. We're probably going to be coming up to another year without another major update. There's no property purchasing aside from a Shine Shack, which, I mean, you could include your camp, but you're also given a basic camp at the start. There's no way to not have a camp. There's no heists or true in-game gang-related activities. There are fewer criminal roles that I know. I'm not a criminal in these games. I don't like to play criminal roles, but I do have friends that do. And they're like, yeah, there's only so many times you can shoot players with no consequences that it kind of takes the fun out of everything. And even with the roles we have, like Moonshiner, Bounty Hunter, Collector, Herbalist, like all of that, it quickly becomes stale because most of those roles haven't really been changed since they've been brought in either. I have no problem bringing in, or no, not me. Actually, let me make this point before I continue. I have no problem bringing in meaningful microtransactions that aren't there to gouge your players, that aren't gameplay affecting things. If it's just cosmetic, that is fine. Red Dead hides gameplay changing things behind gold, behind exorbitant prices. They have no problem bringing in even more microtransactions and increasing costs and adding a gunslinger pass on top of the regular whatever they do without actually bringing out more content. I have a big issue with let's just keep taxing our players, driving up cost without giving them anything. Again, myself included and the community love this game. Otherwise we wouldn't be playing it. There's no other Western style game out there like Red Dead Online. Like Red Dead in general, I should say. Maybe there is and I just haven't paid attention, but Red Dead is a unique game for a unique type of player. I truly love the work and experience we put in. But slowly but surely, Red Dead Vanilla is losing players to Red M servers, which if you don't know what Red M is, it's a third-party client, so you can do, it's not just RP, you can do, there's deathmatch servers, there's racing servers, there's all kinds of things, and GTA has it as well. They're filling the void that Rockstar seemingly willingly is leaving behind. Now, this is different from GTA because GTA RP, GTA 5M, and Rage servers are completely different because there's enough content in GTA Online. If you just want to play GTA Online, you can. The game also has such an unfair economy, and the cheating is so rampant that you are almost 100% sure to run into cheaters on PC at least once in your session, that either you have to leave, you know what, it's actually safer and better for you to leave. And the player reporting seems to do nothing, which gives these cheaters and griefers no reason to stop. There is also a blatant racism problem going on in-game. There is one person I watch on TikTok that goes and hunts down people. There is such a problem that there's a saying, all white on site, which if you know, you know, but it means that most of these trolls and racist problems wear all white and all white masks and just, you know, be awful to other human beings in the game. And there is, like I said, this one person on TikTok that goes and hunts them down, and it is so nice to watch. Red Dead Redemption 2 is an amazing game, and nothing can take that away from it. It feels like Rockstar has given up on the online, though. I'm sure I missed some points here, and I just mentioned what was off the top of my head. The diehard community is keeping the online of this game alive, but it's only a matter of time before Red M or Red M equivalent servers start to fill the roles that Rockstar has left to fester and die. But after that frankly negative little rant, it is not all bad though. The roles are fun, I guess. I personally like the Moonshiner, the collecting and hunting roles. Actually, hunting is not a role, but the collecting and moonshining, I love those roles. I like the ability to just sit and fish anywhere there's water and still make a decent living in the game if you don't want to really participate in the stories, which usually are criminal activities. It's freeing, and even with the holidays, there's some events, and with those events, they bring legendary animals, new game modes, a few other limited time events, double XP, double money, all kinds of things. And the non-troll and griefing community is super inviting and welcoming, and they're willing to help you with anything. I even started playing with Johnny Man, and he is excellent at RPing with me. We played a lot of No Man's Sky. We were playing Red Dead, we play ESO sometimes, but the community is there. The world has so much in it with the random encounters and a true world that doesn't care if you're not there. And I like that. And how could I forget? Red Dead Online still holds its classic beauty from the base game. The main reason I felt I needed to kind of get these jumbled up thoughts that I hope I kind of delivered coherently out was it's the holiday season. People are probably going to buy Red Dead Redemption Online, the standalone, if they're not getting the full game. And in the last 3-4 months, I've seen prominent people leave the community for either, again, Red M servers or other games. And these aren't casual players either, but everyday, diehard, maxed out, hundreds of thousands of hours type of players that I know. They say it just feels like it's never going to get better. They've held on for so long, but there are other games that are worth their time out there to play. It's well known GTA Online is a money printing machine, but why can't Red Dead Online be that as well? Not that I'm trying to encourage the shady behavior they've already engaged in, but I know a fair few people that would either get back into Red Dead Online or start playing Red Dead Online if it had a real and honest world that didn't feel like it was wasting your time. Especially with them selling, online as the standalone. I play both GTA Online and Red Dead Online, and it's hard not to see the favoritism with GTA Online. And I think moving forward, I don't know what the state of Red Dead is going to be. I know people are going to play it no matter what, but people like me, I think we're just going to move on to a different game, which hurts to say because I've spent so much time into Red Dead Online that it hurts my heart to make a video like this. But these are just my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think below. Do you play Red Dead Online? Do you have the same thoughts and opinions? What did I miss? Because I know I just glossed over a lot of stuff. I didn't get into the too negative stuff. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.